Back in the saddle again. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Doc here from North America. Uh, YouTube blocked me out yesterday because everything else in this office worked, but YouTube turned off. Every time we tried to turn it on, it turned off. So I guess they were making sure that Doc did not get his point across about yesterday's election. Of course, they can't afford to have any dissenting voice. Remember, it's the oligarchs of the tech universe. They basically shut everybody up. It has to do with the election. It totally does. There's no doubt about it. Because I mean, I had 3 trading platforms running with no problem to servers, you know, off site easily. Not in other words, not my servers. 3 different brokerage houses. Trading was working fine, but somehow or another, YouTube just would not take me on. So that I must be part of the evil First and Second Amendment people, where we talk about reality, and so just that's they shut us down. They shut us down. That's what they did. So anyway, here we are. You can see there's the Swiss this morning. Obviously, the dollar is headed down. You can see how the yellow candlesticks are heading down on the Swiss there. We've got 3 red dots going there. And when you jump over to let's grab hold of Mr. and Mrs. Mouse. You can see here on J4X, we got 2 good red bars going on there. And it has broken, the dotted line. And the purple dashed line is moving down south also. So obviously the dollar is going down and the pairs trades are lifting. So things are like, back to normal, I guess you could say. We'll see how that all rolls along. And what we can do now is we can go over to, unless someone first, do you care to see anything particular? And if not, we can just start rolling through the homies, what we look at every day. No problem there. I'll just keep on rolling until you see something you kind of go, hey, I'd like to see X, Y, and Z. And then we'll put X, Y, and Z up there and you can see it. All right, let's take a look at the euro, see how that's looking. We were testing the system this morning, Janos and I, and he had a label for it. Something like the unstoppable euro bull market or something like that. It was funny as all get out. But anyway, there it is. There's the euro, and you can see the euro doing the same thing like the Swiss, gaining in value. And you can see 3 green dots. We had a volatility dot there 3 days back there now. Let's take a look at that on the J4X. Let's see, dollar euro right there. And you'll see, I'm sure, the white line piercing the little dashed golden line. Yep, right, like that. And at the same time, you can see it's leaped even past the purple dashed line. So the buyers are there, firm, steady, and straight. Now, let's jump over to, what else can we say about that? Oh, let's look at J4X. Not J4X, let's like, you can see here on Chicago Quant, this is moving firm through its time manifolds, just like the way, the white line is moving through the purple dashed line and the golden dotted line there. So we got some strength going on. You can see it here. That kind of matches up white line to white line. And then we treat the purple as the zero, not the purple, the golden dashed lines as the zero line. And that tells us that there's buying going on there. And we use the Hinky Ashies as our dots, which it lags a little bit, but nothing major. Only it has a 70% correlation, which is better than 0 if you don't have Doc to listen to or look at. You can go into the J4X and put up the same system. At least you get a better fighting idea of what's going on there. And then let's see, what else we got going on there. I guess that's about it. You can see that that's how we're rolling here. And we've been in a weekly buy now on a second week. A lot of selling in that. Notice we went into the sell here, so you couldn't be long. And then right here puts us into the buy. So it's starting to, let's put that in there too. And what does it say on, let's check line 14 to make sure it says, yeah, it says 2 there. Okay. And so we'll put that in there because it's going on a 3rd day. And I guess what had happened was when we first, wrong spot. I will leave it there and we'll fix it later on. I don't know. You know what I can do? Just straighten it out now. And what happened was, I think at the very beginning it wasn't red and green, and then as time went on, it filled in as a red and green. So we declared that a buy. And then what happens is that when this thing closes, when this closes here with the red and the green, then what we do is the next hour, as this opens up, you can buy the weakness in it, as long as it stays above the white line and the histogram stay above, and obviously they did. Gave you an opportunity in the middle of the election day to get long in there, and now it's going up. So, Daniel, howdy. Back in the saddle again. Let's see. Have you seen the latest 2 videos from Project Veritas? I have not, but there is so much going on. It looks like everything is moving into Mr. Trump's favor, and he'll be president. So, I mean, there's just like, I understand it. Does it have the Michigan people using ballots that are falsely stamped? And one of the UPS workers came out and said they're I saw that. I got that up on Zero Hedge also. Oh yeah, he's gonna win. Look, he's got the money. He's got the position. He's got the law behind him, and he's gonna win. Matter of fact, Arizona is going to be his soon. Why they even declared victory for Biden, someone's going to have to pay for that in the end result. In other words, whoever was on the election desk that declared Biden the winner before it even closed was crazy, because Trump's going to win it by 30 to 40,000 votes. And Michigan's probably going to be the same way. Pennsylvania, he's almost 500,000 votes ahead. I don't know why they won't declare him a winner. And then Georgia and North Carolina are going to go his way. He's going to be president. And Wisconsin, have you seen? Does Veritas have? Oh yeah, once he gets in the presidency, there's going to be a lot of people going to jail. There's a lot of criminality going on the Democrat side. Did you hear the one about Wisconsin, where 3.25 million votes are counted, but there's only 3.1 million registered voters? So there's 1.25 million to 1.5 million extra votes counted. He lost the state by 29,000 or 30,000. I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe. So there's 1.5 million extra, or not 1.5 million, 150,000 extra votes that don't exist. And it's like, it just goes on and on and on. Normally, a Republican would go, oh, well, good try, but we'll get him next election. But not Trump. Trump is a lion. He's not a Republican. He's not a Democrat. He's a lion. He's like, he's not a donkey. He's not an elephant. He's a lion. And he's going to make the law follow. Yeah, it's all going to get cleaned up, because the Supreme Court's not going to let this stuff go on. So, all right. So, yeah, pretty cool, huh? Yeah, and then with it, do you know that, I know that no one's talking about it, but the Republicans have picked up like 8 House seats. They've definitely locked in 8 new House seats. I guess they lost no seats. And supposedly there are 10 more seats that are being counted that they may win, and they'll get the House also. So it looks like they'll have the House, they'll have the Senate, and they'll have the presidency. And then they'll have all these criminals in jail at the same time. So it is crazy stuff. It's just crazy. It's just classic. Democrats have been doing this for years, and the only difference is we have a fighter now, someone who's willing to fight, and so that's really good. Let's see what else we got going on here. Wins, and what happened is ridiculous. Trump may get the Senate. Oh yeah, he already has the Senate. Yeah, it looks like it's all going to go that way. Probably why yesterday YouTube blocked me from broadcasting. Someone in YouTube knows that DocDow is talking real news all the time, real facts. I mean, you can go back and look at every one of my videos, and it was very rare that I'm off course. Now, my speculation on fundamentals, that's another story altogether because we all know the fundamentals don't work anymore. So I sometimes try to figure out what the fundamental might be. But when it comes to the math, and Doc's political point of view, Doc's always honest and factual. If Trump had lost, I would have said Trump lost. I don't get it. How could he lose? Why would anybody, vote against him? But I guess they didn't like him and blah, and that's it. But no. I mean, he's winning by 500,000 votes in Pennsylvania. At one point, it was 600,000, and they still won't declare him the winner. It's like, what? They think 600,000 votes is going to come in? Or I guess what they're trying to do is they're trying to manufacture 600,000 votes right now. So one or the other. So that's a big number to have to manufacture. Let's see, where are we at here? So that is the euro at this point. And what we have now is, you can see the strength in here and you can see the weekly. Let's take a look at cable. See what the cable's up to. We have a lot to say about the cable. It's like Guy Fawkes Day. It's really weird. They're going to lock down, and would you believe the gunpowder situation back 415 years ago was this day? So it's like Guy Fawkes. I love Bojo, but what the hell's going on there? What kind of craziness is going on in England? Yeah. Cable wants to go up, I know, and Bojo is making it all freaked out. I don't know what he's up to. Because he seems to have common sense. I don't understand this stuff. I don't know what in blazes is going on there. I mean, it may be, you ever see like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe? It may be the bureaucrats, and he's kind of trapped inside the bureaucrats. I mean, something's wacko about that whole thing. Oh, now Trump is only 20,000 down in Wisconsin. I just saw that. So he's picked up 9,000. And wait till they clean out that 125 to 50,000 that doesn't belong there. I'm sure he's going to pick up more. So it could be like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. The bureaucrats are shutting down England, not Bojo. Technicals, yeah, I'll tell you. You would think my son wants us to rent a warehouse and start shipping grain or something like that to Britain. He thinks that the Brexit, they're not gonna be friendly and sell grains to England. But I disagree with that altogether. But then did you see soybeans yesterday take off like a moonshot? Oh man. What do you think about oil? Well, let's check it out. Let's see. I am shorting the recent rally for a quick intraday trade. Well, let's look at it. Let's see if we can find some data on it. What chart are you using for oil for your intraday trade? We're going to go right to the daily. There's the daily, and it's down. You can see today from yesterday, and you can see the white line's broken the top of the time manifold here. Let's widen that out for you. The only positive thing I see going on at the moment is the weekly has been firm all week long, so you got to be careful there. Today's what, hump day? Is today hump day? No, today's Thursday. So it's been really positive all week long, and you can see the little digestion there. Now I think we have, is it right here? I think we have. Do we have an hourly chart on? That's on the euro. Let's take a look at it on crude oil. We'll put the hourly chart on that. Are you using hour and 4 hour? Because I save those for you guys because I know that you're into that. Let's see. Let's do futures. We'll show you what the hourly is doing. Let's see. Z. Oh no. Oh, let's do that. Add a symbol. Been waiting to get to there. Let's see. Okay, so it's got to have that goofy little thing. At BTC, okay. And then add at BTC Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll go back to that later. I just thought I could add that really quick. Let's put the crude oil in there for you. I just like, oh, there's the. I'm going to put the November contract in there, and then add a symbol. No, I don't want to add it. I just want to put it in there. Let's try this one more time. Z. There it is. Let's put the hourly in there. Maybe you've responded to mine now. Let's just double check. What do you think of Brent? Oh, okay. That we don't get on because that's on ice. I don't trade cereals yet, but I admit they are pretty much following technicals. Why? Way cleaner for a swing position. Yeah, I know. Grains are really can be really good at times. Cable might go to 134 by the end of the year. Yeah, I could see that. That I could see. Now this is the hourly chart, right? I think this is the hour. No, what is this? What did I do here? Yeah. This is the hourly chart. So you can see here it's trying to roll over at the same time. Now that's an hourly. Ferris, what are you following? What time frame? Are you in an hourly chart or 4-hour chart? What made you make the trade? You can see here there was the last sell we had right there, which was a good sell. Remember, it took 2, 3, 4 hours for it to make money. And then you can see it went into the buy here with the volatility signal. I think that's what it was right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a volatility signal with another one right there. And then that was pretty much instant gratification. That went up. Let's see if we move this over. What's up with that? Damn. Let's fix that. Let's fix that size. Let's fix that size. There we are. There we go. That's better. So you have a better visual of that. So you can see here, you know, it went from a close of, even the second one, a close of 75, fell down to 62, and ran to about 30 cents higher, 29 cents higher. So that would be, you know, that's the hourly. Engulfing candle. Here, let me put candles up there. There's candles. So there's the hourly. You can see it goes into the buy and they go up too. And then you got this negative candle there going on. And then you can see it's coming to the time manifold right there. It gave you a good shot. Where did you get short? Like 2 hours ago or 1 hour ago or 3 hours ago? When did you get short? Yeah, it's been, you know, that's oil. Oil is so active, you know. It can go 10-15% with no problem. I mean, oil's always been that way. It has the ability. That's because the whole world uses it. And ooh, there you go. There's a negative candle starting again. And you know, the supply and demand is great. So, you know, it can move 10-15% with no problem whatsoever. But that's where it's at right there. I would, you know, it'd be nice to see this hourly one. We got 12 more minutes. We can come back to it in 12 minutes and see how it's doing, you know. Just 47 minutes ago. Okay, that's not too bad. So you're making money already. So you know, if you sold it at the start at 38.82, it went down to 61. It gave you a chance to take in some profits right off. And look at that, it's starting to do it again. Look at this, it's breaking through the time manifold here. So we can go back and look at it every so often with you. Let's see. Oh, hey, Middle Age, how you doing? Let's see. Boom. Middle Age says, could you look at Feb live cattle? Sure, let's check it out. Let's see, where do we go there? Open Sesame. Yeah, you know what's interesting? You should see feeders. Feeders in back months are lifting. I think that's what it was. It was the cattle is interesting. Beans took off yesterday, and we wrote another story about it yesterday too. At the same time, and look at they're still climbing. It went into a daily buy yesterday. Nice move. We're in a weekly buy. You can see there for beans. Usually that puts pressure on cattle. And so, with the strength in beans. Let's go to Feb cattle. There it is right there. Now, Feb cattle's been in a daily buy for a bunch of days. You can see they're trying to make it up as we speak there, getting a volatility signal. You can see, but we're in a weekly sell for 3 weeks now. So it's been a really tough trade. It kept you away from being short, but awful tough trade, And look at it, it's been sideways. Now let's refresh that just to take a look. And I'm going to save it since I'm right here. Because I got to send that chart out later on, so I might as well just save it and see. So it was that was Feb cattle right there. Let's see, what else did you ask for? Feb live cattle and gold. Yep, we can go to gold too. But let's take a look at this. That's Feb cattle. Let's look at December cattle. Now December cattle looking the same way. Now I think what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you let me save this too at the same time. I wanted to show you feeders. This is what caught my eye with the cattle. Check out, this is November feeders. We went into a sell yesterday and they're lifting it back up, and we're in weekly sell for weeks here. And so, went into a sell, was in a weekly sell here, went into a sell, it was a good short and it was a great win. And then, it goes and starts to try to lift here, and we're in a weekly sell, so it's tough to get long unless you're doing options in it, and keeps you away from this whole rally there. But check this out. Let me just save that too at the same time. Now that is November cattle, right? Now check out January cattle. Let me just put that in there. There we are. Check out January cattle. January cattle, it went into the buy there and is still in the buy, acting strong. And you can see here, it's not through the weekly yet, but the back month is much smoother. Notice the back month in cattle, feeder cattle, it's much smoother. Something to think about, middle age. All right, now let me save that one. And what I'll do is now we'll go to gold. But I wanted to show you that caught my eye yesterday, is the smoothness of that. Actually, what's interesting is hogs. I think it was. Let me just take a quick look at hogs. Did I save the right ones in the right place? There you go. There's hogs, and hogs went into a daily buy, but it's in a weekly sell. This is February hogs, and then check out this. December hogs are in a weekly buy, and they're having a hard time getting into the daily buy. And I thought that was really interesting. So that's what caught my eye more than anything else, was that action. I was like, wow, wait a minute, what's that all about? So you can see here, let me save this too while I've got it up on the screen. December hogs. So it's still in the weekly buy, and it's been there for, a couple of months, But then when you go into the back month, or the back month of February, it's been in a weekly sell for 3 weeks, and it's generating a buy there. I guess that's yesterday. It closed in a daily buy. That's what caught my eye, was the idea that it closed in a daily buy, but the front month is in a weekly buy. So I thought to myself, wow, for the hog traders, that's a pain in the neck, So is that it? Okay. Now let's go over to gold. And oh yeah, we did the there's the crude oil. Let me just refresh that. And let's go take a look at that hourly real quick. Look at that. Oh, look at this. See that? Ferris, it's breaking down now, so it must be selling down. That's the crude oil, and I bet gold will be rolling the same way. Let's see. Let's save that on the crude. And now let's jump over to gold for muscle, or mature. Is it mature? Mature, middle-aged muscle. That's it. For middle-aged muscle, you can see here. Oh, look at that. Gold is up, and crude oil is heading down. Now that's a surprise. Now the time manifold there is not even being pierced, but look how tight that is. Now we did see this in silver going on. You know, we saw silver acting the same way, but I think it went into a sell yesterday. Silver. Yeah, and it's climbing back up into the buy. No, silver was 2 days in a. Look at this. That's it. That's what it is. The weekly. That's what caught my eye. Is the weekly starting to try to get into the weekly buy. We've been in a weekly sell since basically the topping out area in here. You know, all this action, and so it'd be interesting to see if they can get this thing into a weekly buy with that daily buy. That could be some real excitement in the metal complex. You know, it could be some buying again in there. So. How's that? Oh, let's take a look at the hourly. Let's go back to the hourly. Oh, look at that. It's lifting up. So crude oil is not backing off on the hourly anymore. So that's there. All right. Daniel says interesting setup would be Doc channels. MACD taking a long when new highs are made on the down chain channel combined with MACD. Yeah, MACD's a laggard, but I like the one I do on J4X. I like looking at the two stochastics, you know. I like, I find that to be better, you know. I think that's the better, you know, basic way of using some canned stuff. See that right here? And you know, just watch the slow stochastic fight with the fast stochastic. That outperforms the MACD every time. 38.10. Isn't the daily starting to roll over to something like that, right? Where's it at now? 38.89. It's got some work to do. But look at the daily. Let's go back to that daily on the on crude oil. And that's silver. And I want to look at gold again. I think we went past gold too fast. But look at that. It's already the histogram is trying to break down in there. Let's just refresh that. See that it's trying to break down. Let's widen that out a little bit. See that there? That's I think that's a little surprising in the sense of let's see. Let's see what we can say about that more. Crude oil, I guess it's had a good run. I guess that's half the reason why, you know, it's doing what it does. You know, but that is something to spot. But then again, look at this. We've got the weekly trying to get it to go under the weekly. You know, and it's already touching the top side of the manifold. So, in other words, if it goes into a daily sell today and lasts for a day or two and then gets back into the buy by the end of the week, that could be a heck of a buy. You know, that could be a real good sign. Let's see. Daniel, see, Ferris says, thanks, Daniel. I guess I am trying to catch it a little early. Well, I think they already gave it to you. You didn't take it. I think that's part of it. Did you take half of the profits when it gave it to you? So you got to do that. You got to take profits when they give it to you. You don't have to take all the profits, but then you can put a stop in to at least gain some money out of it. Bitcoin's looking very firm. Let's go back to Bitcoin. I think we have it right here. So what I was trying to do is put the November contract in. I have the DEES contract in there at the moment. Now what happened there? Oh, I had to hit activate. That's what it is. Activate. There it is. I mean, it never was able to get into the sell. It tried, but it didn't get into the sell. And it's in a weekly buy. And, you know, we had like a green dot, so it couldn't go in the sell off of this one. And then the next day it did give that the red dot, which was not there when we were doing the daily count. So I guess you could say you consider that a sell, but it's in a weekly buy, so you wouldn't take the sell. And then the next day it went into the buy again, and you can see there it's over 1,500 now. So, all Well, we have it as listed on our spreadsheet at like 18 or 19 days in a buy. 19, there it is. 19 days in a buy, because it just wouldn't, just wouldn't be able to. It wasn't able to get in there. It's been consistently and strong in a weekly buy, and that red dot didn't appear until the next day. And since it jumped up the next day anyway, I didn't really think about it too hard, and I just listed it as a buy. And I think that might have been part of the back then. It was the October contract, so it didn't give us the red dot, but it did give it to us in the December contract. So that's why, what we did is after October expired, and I don't have a November contract in there, and I should put one in. That's what I was trying to do when I saw the Bitcoin. So we're just basically following the deck contract at this point. But it's been in a buy since the $10,500 area, something like that, right around there, right in here. So it's gone like $3,500 up in our work. Sharing is caring. Sorry for too many questions. I keep on telling you, there's never too many questions. The only difference is that there's always a long answer or a short answer. That's all there is. So sorry for the too long of an answer, or sorry that it's too short an answer. Let's see. Sorry for too many questions. Any thoughts on Euro NZD? Long for a range trade on 4-hour chart. Well, let's take a look at it. Yeah, I've heard that story before, Daniel, about Bitcoin going to 100,000. That I doubt. In 1 year, I don't think you're going to see a 90. That would be a 900% increase. I don't think you're going to see that. I could see it going to 20,000, 25,000, but I don't see a 100,000 in 1 year. Nah, I don't see that. That would be just mind blowing. All right, now, especially with future contracts, I don't see it. I just don't see it. But still, they'll be selling the hell out of them in the futures contracts. It'll be like an arbitrage, and there's no way. You can see one hedge fund bought, or what was it, last quarter? Not one hedge fund, but a bunch of hedge funds bought Bitcoin, right? They bought $500 million worth. I just don't see them stepping in and buying, say, 30 or $40 billion worth of Bitcoin. I just don't see that. I could see next year maybe $10 billion worth or $5 billion worth. But, to get that thing up 900%, I think you would need a bigger amount of buyers, a greater amount than that. All right, now let's go after, what are we going after? 17,500 area? Oh, you mean it gets through there, goes back to all-time highs, and then falls back down and uses that as a base? Yeah, that would make sense. Let's see. We're going to the Euro NZD. Let's see where that is at. So, right there. Euro NZD. Let's see if we can find it. I know we have Euro Cable. We have Euro Zloty. We have Euro Aussie. There's Euro Aussie. There is Aussie CAD. There's Aussie Yen. All right, let's turn one of these euros into, or one of these. Let's see which MZD we have. So Euro NZD. Let's find one of those, and let's put it also up on J4X too, before I go after it too fast. And then we'll go into a 4-hour one and look at it on that basis also. Euro NZD. I don't see a euro. Oh, there it is, right there. There's Euro NZD. So you can see that. Now, who do we change? Let's see who we turn it into Euro Aussie. I see some of these others that are less relevant. How about, we do GBP JPY. How about, let's do the peso GBP and put euro in that. Let's see, where's it at? Format. Euro NZD. Right there. Euro NZD. And let's see, what do we got going on here? So obviously, you know, these things are not matching up. Let's widen that one for sure. Wow. There we go. Oh, it went into a sell there, so that does match up there. Went into the buy there. Just missed it there, right? Yeah. And then held on. And it's still in a buy, and then it went into the sell there. Okay, so that's that. Now let's scrunch it up a little bit. Now we got a buy here. Right at the beginning of that stuff. See, plot 1 is plus. See that? And then let's do the daily thing. So let's see, we can start off back in here. That sell, let's widen that too at the same time so we can see it. There we are. Remember, I created this mathematics to measure up to atomic theory, so it can get incredibly amount of digits small. So it went into the sell here off of that top that day, which is cool. Went down. It wasn't a weekly sell, so that was a winner chicken dinner. Then it went into a buy there, but it was still in a sell, but it told you not to be short anymore. That was good. Then it went into a sell there. Yeah, went into a sell there. And then it went into a buy, and then it went into a sell again right after it again, like that. And then it went into a buy there. And that caught that whole ride with the weekly and the daily. That was really cool. And then it went into a sell there. And then went it back into a buy. Let's give that a buy right there. And then what did it do? Did it go into a sell there? It went into a sell there. So let's grab this sell right there. Put it in. And then it went into the buy the next day again and caught that winner chicken dinner again. You couldn't short it because we're in a weekly buy there. So then it went into a sell there. You couldn't take the short again, winner chicken dinner. And so then it went back into, did it go into back in a buy? It went into the buy off of this. And then it went back into the sell here. And then, let's steal that red line. Then what did it do? It went into a sell there after the buy here. Couldn't go into a buy because of the red dot. So that's fine like that. Let's see what this is. Being texted. And so then, let's see, where are we at? So we're here, we catch, but we didn't get into the sell until here. We just weren't long, that's all. Then we get a buy right there. You can't really take the buy because we're now in a sell. And then the sell comes in here and you can catch this. This is a nice trending product. And then there's a buy there. No, there's a sell there right now. Sell is right there. And the buy, let's grab that line right there. There's your buy. Yeah, that's the buy because it lines up with that. But you can't take it because it's in a short. And then, let's see, there's a short. Then we move this buy over to there. You can buy that and catch that nice little jump again. And then, now I got to create some. There's a sell, but you can't take it because it's in a weekly buy. So it's just profit taking at that point, nothing more. Then you get back into a buy again. Where? Right there? Volatility right there. And we're in a weekly buy, and that's cool. So you can take that and catch that nice little instant gratification. And now we're in a sell. It's been in a sell from there. But yes, now you probably you were able to join in somewhere along the line because last week we closed in the sell. So this week, let's widen that now. Like that. So you've been short from here out of the little sell-off here. This thing goes like 2 handles. Neat. Very neat. So let's see. Daily too long. 4H. Okay, now let's go to a 4 hour on this thing. Remember, I saved those things for you guys. So there's the 4. Oh, it says Aussie Cat, so that's pretty cool. Now let's go like that and put, what's that? Euro. New Zealand, right? Am I right? I wasn't even paying attention to what we're looking at. I mean, I do. I look at it in a mathematical way. I don't even look at the names. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I knew that what we were looking at. I mean, I did know, but it wasn't like, sitting in the front of my brain, So, let's see. So it's loading up right now. We'll see how that goes. It's loading in there. Let me see how many weeks back it's going. 22. Let's just give it 20 days back and see what it does. We'll wait for that to fill in. We can take a look at crude oil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, it's playing with the time manifold again in this hour, but it's still lifting up. So you got to watch out of that first. And so we'll wait, see what the other one fills in like. It's hunting down in 4 hours. It's filling in. It'll be interesting to see. See if it's as consistent with the 4. There it goes. There we go. So let's see. Let's grab. We don't have like a weekly on that, but there's a daily. So it went into the buy there. That was okay. And then let's see. It went into the sell there, and that was okay. I mean, you get shaken out a little bit here and there, but. And then there's a buy right there. Let's grab that and put that in there like that, right? That's a buy? No, it can't be a buy because could it be a buy there? It's a minus still. So you can't go into a buy there. So we'll put that over here. Put that like right there. And then, let's see. So it went into a sell where? So it went into a sell here. And we can use that buy over here. So there's the buy right there. And that was the winner chicken dinner. And then I guess we can say it went into the sell. No, it didn't go into a sell there because see it's a red and green, and then it's a green and still green. So you're still in a long from here. So it wouldn't let you into a sell at all yet. And let's see. So you can see that sell gets moved over one. So it went into a sell here, and that was a winner chicken dinner. But these are 4 hour bars, so you got a lot of waiting to do, There's the buy right there. That was instant gratification. And let's see. We can move that over to there. And take that one, move that over to there, and move this one over to here. There's another winner chicken dinner. And then we can move that red one over there and take that green one and put it there. Another winner chicken dinner. So that's pretty interesting in a 4 hour in our work. It would be fun if we could share charts. Chart does not let us post links. Oh, you mean on the YouTube? Yeah, that would be. I would like to see that. This way, you could point it out. I wonder how we could do that. I guess you could. Could you screen share into a machine here, and then post it on there, and we could take a look at it and see what you're talking about, and then maybe we can help amplify or produce. If you want to try that, we can always do that too, Daniel. We can do a day where ahead of time I set you up so that you can screen share in here. No, I guess what it is, I'm screen sharing into you, and then we can show people what we're screen sharing into your computer. We can do that. Telegram, maybe you can do that too. You can email it to me if you want. You want to email it to me? You can always email it to me. Dana says gold this time might go to 2,000. Let's take a look at gold. But let's go back to that winner chicken. Oh, it's still there. That's what it is. That's a pretty good hourly thing or 4 hourly thing. Trade's pretty good in the 4 hour in our math. Winner chicken dinner. Let's go over to gold again. I mean, was it muscle? Was it muscle in the gold? Yeah, it was muscle. It was in the gold and cattle. So middle-aged muscle. All right, let's go to where are we going with gold? There's gold right. No, that's Bitcoin. There's gold right there. Wow, that's a nice move, isn't it? It's up $29. Funny how it went into the sell here, and it just fought the daylights out of that. And then today it's cleanly, but we're still not in there on the weekly. But that's $29 in the wrong direction. That's pretty wild. Both screen share, email, etc. How about smoke signals? Wump them. People are actually worried this election is not like any other. Well, I don't know about being worried about it. It's definitely crazy. This has been building for years. This is like not new. It's just that it's a presidential election, and we have Trump. A lot of times Republicans will just shake their head and walk away from it because they're American, whereas the Democrats are socialists. So that's un-American to begin with. So they pretend that they're American, but they don't believe in the Constitution. They don't like the Second Amendment. They don't like the First Amendment. And they don't like the Fourth Amendment. Hell, they don't even like the Fifth Amendment unless that's them being tried. I mean, they hate a lot of amendments. They don't like the Constitution. So it's just normal, really. This is just crazy Democrats. The only difference is this time Trump is not going to let them get away with it. That's the difference. Let's see. Daniel says Ferris M is definitely a different process of election. We can only hope the right side wins. It will. Trumpy's going to win. He's got enough resources, and they've broken the law. The Democrats. They're going to pay for it in the end. It will. Remember, we really try in America not to. We really try not to criminalize politics. We really try to keep the death squad thing away. We consider that, like banana republic, but it is what it is. So it'll get cleaned up. Trump is still gonna be president. He's gonna win, Pennsylvania, and he'll probably end up winning Michigan and Wisconsin, and he'll win Arizona. He's gonna win North Carolina and Georgia, and he'll be president. And he may even have a House because, like I said, the media is really not talking about it, but the Republicans have picked up 8 seats in the House, and so that's pretty big. They could probably stop Pelosi from being Speaker if nothing else. They may not take the House, but what they may do if they don't take the House, what they will do is they'll probably have enough votes to stop Pelosi from being Speaker. So, that's pretty much the way it's going to go. I would say. So I wouldn't worry about it too much though. All right, now let's see, what do we got going on here? So that is gold. Did we take a look at we were looking at crude oil, right, on the hourly? Let's take a look at. Oh no, yeah, we're looking at crude oil on the hourly. There you go. You're getting your breakdown again. First, I hope you're. Let's see. You can see. Let's go back to the daily real quick. The daily on it was breaking down. See, it's breaking down in there. So that hourly is just jumping around. Let's go back to the hourly. And it looks like it's trying to set it up. You got 42 minutes still, but it looks here like it's trying to break down. Maybe this was the A, that was the B, and then you're going to get your C. Just try to take some profits when you're making money on it. That's really the key. All right, now where else do we go from here? Over here. Let's see. Oh, what we didn't do is we did not look at the Turkish lira. Let's see what that's doing. I understand Putin gave Erdogan a phone call and told him to stop sending the jihadists to the Caucasus. And I don't know, maybe it cooled it off a little bit. You can see here at the 850 area has become the resistance now. 854 area, 850. And you can see it's breaking down on the time manifold here on the daily. The weekly is, look at that, it's flatlined way up high. Not even going after the time manifold anymore. Where are we at now? 48 weeks or 49 weeks over on the spreadsheet? Look at that. I mean, we're only 4 weeks away. That's it. 4 weeks away to going to 52. No, middle age, because that we'd have to subscribe to the ICE. There are some tools we could show you. I mean, there's ETFs. There may be some CME mini products to them. We could do it. We could always take a look if you want. I used to follow before they broke up the whole situation. I used to watch the softs all the time. Robin at Chicago Quant used to write articles all the time about the softs. We've traded them. Was it orange juice, cotton, coffee, and cocoa? We used to follow them all the time. And Robin used to write something about them every week. Hey, he used to do that. I want to say something like 5 or 10 years ago. Maybe even about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. Wow, cotton on forex.com from 48.46 to 71.37. Yeah, we can take a look at that. Let me see how to look at that. What I'll do is, I think tomorrow, mention it again tomorrow. And what I'll do is, today I'll see if I can find a CME contract. I know they have they have softs. They do have softs. I don't, our daily, we could probably get a decent picture of the daily work out of it. I wouldn't try to do it intraday. Turkish lira went wait the next leg up. Yeah, what they're going to do is they'll probably, I don't know, I mean, there's no real fundamentals you can really look at in that product. I mean, like I said, I've said this before. Aragon was prime minister. It was 1.5 to the dollar. When he became president, at that point, it was 4.5 to the dollar, or 4 to the dollar, something like that. 3.5, 4 to the dollar, and then now he's president. It's gone to 8.5 to the dollar. So I mean, obviously, these are policies that they're pushing for. I think they're doing that Chinese thing. They want to lower the value of their currency to get investors to come into the country. It's not the best of situation there, but that seems to be the whole recipe of it all, So, and then we could take a look and see if, I know that the Chicago Mercantile has something on those softs. We could probably go with one of those contracts and put it up on there for you, middle age, and see what we can find. This way, you'll have, you have an idea where our math is sending the stuff. See, cotton on ICE for cotton and TT on NYMEX for cotton. Oh, okay, so it's on NYMEX. Let's see what that does. Let's see, where are we? If we go to here, there. Let's try this here and use something that's not being used, like lumber. November lumber. Activate. Let's see. Format. Instrument. Features. Add. TT. I guess that's it right there, right? So NYMEX TT So there's November. So I guess we'd want to look at March 21st, basically. I guess we could look at November. We're in November already, so it might have already expired. Who knows? Add. See what happens. Okay. Close. TT. Let's see if it does it. Okay, there it is. See, it's not filling in much. But we'll be able to put the math to it, and we'll be able to see what's going on there. Let's widen that out. Wow. Look at the daily, because of all the... Wow. It's not even... Oh, okay, look, it's all zeroed out because of it. Because it's just that, the closes. Now, where the weekly is a little bit better, you can see here. So it was in a sell here. Then went into a buy here. Then I went into a sell there. Back into a buy there. Sell here. And then buy there. Alright, so now let's fix those. So there's the buy. There was a sell. There was a buy. Didn't really go anywhere, did it? There was a sell. And there was a buy again. Let's see how the weekly looked at in this thing. So, let's see, it went, what did it do there? It went sell, and then a buy for that move up. Went into a buy here for that kind of move up to there, you know. Went into a sell, where is it at? Right there. It was in and out, and then caught this nice big drop. So I guess that's pretty cool. What I might do is try to find, instead of the March 1st contract, maybe put the November contract in and see what that does. Let's see, but very low liquidity. Yeah, exactly. But the weekly, that's why the weekly's looking all right, because the low liquidity doesn't matter with the weekly. Let's see, agriculture soft page, but again, not much from those charts. Yeah, I hear you. All right, traders, this is about it. So we're heading out. So happy trails to you until we meet again, which will be TGIF, right?